Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So this week I wanted to do something a little bit different. And there are going to be moments when you feel like fucking throwing the towel. It happens to me, no matter how motivated or positive you try to be, there's going to be moments where you get worn out. You get tired out and you feel like, you know what? I worked so hard in this. Maybe I'm not seeing the results I wanted or it's taking too long. I just want to throw the towel. So how do I keep going on those moments where you get into that crossroad where you want to throw the towel? So I'm just going to share 5 things that I do on the daily that help me. And hopefully this helps you guys out too. So number 1 is I always love to read inspirational books. So right now I'm reading Girl Wash Your Face, which has been awesome, just kind of like a little reminder that, none of us have it put together. None of us have it 100%. There's days like this morning, I was trying to sleep in. My daughter had a tantrum over a chapstick. So that went out the window. I didn't get to sleep in. My poor husband tried to wake up early so he could take the kids, let me sleep in. But that went down the drain. So just things like that happen in life, like whether it's the personal life or work life, we do that one color. It doesn't go the right way or we took longer that day or whatever happens. It's just life. And, the beauty of life, it's unpredictable. It's fun. It's full of adventures. That's how I like to see it. So I really do appreciate inspirational books like, Girl Wash Your Face. I've read You're a Badass at Making Money. You Are a Badass, like different books like that. I just really love to get inspiration from them. And if something touches me, I usually will share it with you guys through my Instagram story posts because I just think it's so important because sometimes we all go through different phases and sometimes we feel like a little stuck or we feel like we're in a rut creatively. And it's just so, it's so nice sometimes when I hear or I see little quotes throughout my day on Instagram posts and it just lifts me up. So that's very important for me in my daily life, daily inspiration. Number 2 is always remember your why. Why are you doing things? Why am I doing this podcast? What is the purpose of it? And the purpose, it has nothing to do with me. It actually has to do with I want to be able to boost and empower others. Throughout my life, I have had really tough times where people have done the opposite of that. They have actually put me down and or for being outspoken or saying my truths, they try to hinder my growth. So I decided to do a podcast where I can empower other people to help them, to be like, you know what, you got this. You can make anything that you dream possible. It just comes all up to you. So remember your why. Your why will keep you motivated, will keep you going. My why for this podcast is what keeps me coming on every single week. My why I post is what keeps me going, and it's not fit for everybody. It's not to be fit in with what's in trend. It's really to follow my heart and what feels and empowers me. It makes me feel good. It makes me go to sleep at night. Number 3, remember you're human and sometimes you need to shift your energy towards different things. So what do I mean by that? So for example, aside from doing hair, I'm also working on other things on the side, my freaking website has taken honestly 3.5 months, but it's coming to its end. It's almost there. And sometimes it needs a little more attention from me. So I focus my shift of energy on that. Or for example, my daughter, she needs more help for school. I kind of step back a little bit more from Instagram and I focus more on helping my daughter, learning her letters and her words. And it's just you have to always shift your energy, and it's okay, you guys. It's okay. We're human, and you can give your 100% in whatever you're doing. And sometimes my 100% has to go towards my family, and that's okay. Monday through Wednesday is towards my family. And then the rest of the week is, towards my work. I just really, really feel like it's so important for my energy to be really concentrated in one place. When I'm at work, I'm at work. When I'm home. And then, have my little breaks where I go my lives or whatever, to listen and to get more knowledge. So just remember, it's okay. You're human. You can shift your energy. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to lose track side of things, but remember to be consistent. So number 4 would be consistency. The more you do something, the easier it becomes to keep doing it. So for example, my podcast is due every Wednesday. I know every Wednesday, like there's a new episode that has to be put up. And that's my responsibility. At first, it was really hard because it's like, what do I come up with? Like, how do I figure out a topic every week? Do I bring on guests or not? And it has come naturally, like over time. Like the topics come up week to week, and I decide whether I want to bring somebody on or not. And it has just become something I naturally do. If I don't do it, I feel guilty or I feel like something is missing, which is really nice because that even motivates me more to do it and get out of that rut. If I feel like, oh well, who cares? What if I just miss this week? It just really keeps me motivated to go ahead and keep doing my podcast. And number 5 is, honestly, like, give yourself grace. Give yourself space to make mistakes. And I know people listen to that word like mistakes, like it's a horrible, bad thing, but you cannot grow from doing the same thing over and over the same way every single day. You just can't. And part of that, it comes with, I think the older that you get, you kind of learn that, you have to make mistakes. Some mistakes can be beautiful. Like you figure out a new way to color. You figure out a new way to cook. You figure out a new way to do things at your home or with your family. Like part of making mistakes is such a beautiful thing. And, it's okay. Like sometimes you're going to lose your shit. And sometimes you're going to cry. And sometimes you feel like it's not worth even posting anymore. And you get stuck in this rut. But you have to remember, like, it all comes down to you. Like, you're human. You have feelings. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Like, that would probably be my last tip, number 6, which I said I would give 5, but I'm going to give 6. Don't compare yourself to anybody. We're all going through different journey. We have different outcomes and goals. And it's so important for you to stop that comparison. And I'll be very honest with you guys. Like with my Instagram, I really follow people that inspire me in some way, or I can see their personality through their profile. So because I find that very motivating for me, because I just like to see how other people are. If I'm gonna follow you, I want to see what your personality is like things you do on the day to day. It just it's beautiful for me, and I don't want to be anybody but myself. And I just think it's so hard, when we get the pressure, especially as hairstylists or even makeup artists or any type of industry, beauty industry, this is the trend. You have to take pictures like this. And you know how much crap I got for taking pictures on my backgrounds, for using the leaves, for using, the wall, and then it became a trendy thing. That's how you should take pictures. And I have decided to do my own way in things. It's never about what's in trend. It's what feels most true to who I am as a person and as a stylist, and my storytelling and how I do everything, because I don't want to be anybody else but myself. And that has come with time and practice, that at the end of the day, the only person that I need to please is myself. And whenever I feel like I'm stuck in a rut, is because I'm comparing myself. I'm using that comparison, and there's nothing worse that will kill your inspiration and kill your drive than comparison. So stop comparing yourself to others. And I don't know, for me, it's just how can I tell you guys? I just live life to live it, to enjoy it. Life is a beautiful thing. And sometimes I do get stuck in ruts, sometimes I'm like, oh, should I keep going? I feel like kind of quitting, this is not really working, but then I have to really analyze myself and be like, okay, Celeste, who are you comparing yourself to? What's going on? Why are you feeling like this? And, I don't need to compare myself to anybody. I work 3 days a week behind the chair. The rest of the days I'm off. I'm with my family and I do other things, and it's okay, that works perfect for me, and I'm happy living my life that way, and I don't need to compare myself to anybody else. I've always said this: success is something very personal. What success means to me does not mean the same to anybody else in the world. You cannot compare success to anybody else's, because we all have different definitions of what makes us happy. And that's the moral of the story. So whenever you feel stuck in a rut, just remember, those are 6 little things that I do. But most importantly, don't compare yourself to anybody. Your superpower is being who you truly are. Your unique self is what attracts others towards you. And the more honest and unique you are to yourself and stop comparing yourself, the more that you will grow in all areas and aspects of your life. And just remember, life happens, things happen. Sometimes we feel in a rut, but don't give up, you guys. Like, there's been so many times that I have wanted to give up. I want to just throw the towel and be like, F this, like, things are not going my way, or I'm being honest and I'm getting the freaking hammer for it. But when I've wanted to give up, it's probably like a few weeks later when like a blessing comes along in my life. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I have to keep going. I feel like every time I want to give up, it's just kind of like a test in my life, kind of saying, hey, Celeste, are you really willing to put in the work to deserve the blessings that come along with it and the responsibility of everything? So thank you so much for listening to my podcast. If you have any questions, always feel free to DM me or email me on any of my social platforms at Celeste the Stylist. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a review or a comment, I would greatly appreciate that. And feel free to share this with anybody that you think would benefit from it. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll see you guys back here at Celeste the Stylist.